Just getting used to the new forge. I like it. We'll see how it goes. Gotta heat up that oil. It's really cold out here. Next one in. Put that cool. It's a nice looking blade, ain't it? Let that get hot. So you do a total of 3 cycles of heating. Slowly lower the temperature each time until you're at about 1500 degrees when you go to quench, when it is 5200. Otherwise, if you do it too hot, you'll get that problem that I had in past time, pardon me, when I had one of the blades snap. You don't want it too hard, otherwise it becomes brittle. But you also don't want it too soft because then it won't take an edge to hold an edge. So you want to find that nice sweet spot in between. That's why I do 3 cycles, and then I'll put it in my oven at 400 degrees. Well, I'll put it in my oven at 440 degrees to start off for about an hour. I'll take it out, let it cool back down to room temperature. Then I'll put it back in at about 420 degrees for another hour. Bring it back out, let it cool back down. And by that point, you should have a decently hard, tough blade. You want toughness, you don't want brittle. Take this. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to go find a paper towel to wipe that down, so I don't get a fireball. Because I want to make sure my quench oil is nice and warm. So let's stick that back in there. Get that nice and toasty. Pull that back a little bit. It's a little too hard. Get that nice and toasty so that we can get that the quench oil to a nice warm temperature. And the reason you do that is it actually cools better and quicker if it's at a lower temperature. I mean a hotter temperature, my bad. If you do it too cold, it'll shock the steel and possibly induce fractures, cracks, various other problems to your metal which you don't want. I don't want to pass this off as an instructional video because honestly I'm still learning myself, but I figured I'd teach you guys as I learn. And honestly, it's a good way to keep track of my times and give you guys a little inspiration to maybe pick this up yourself. Honestly, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm not exactly the dumbest person in the world, but you know, I have my faults. Shove that in there a little bit more because it's heat weird. Maybe turn my temperatures on a little bit. Also, if you're looking to get yourself a custom forge, you know, with your name on it, I know that's in reverse right now. Kind of how it goes on my phone. I don't know why it records like that. But if you're looking to get yourself a nice, decent forge, check them over at Diamondback Ironworks. They'll treat you right. You'll get a decent forge. This one ran me about $500. Beautiful piece of work, beautiful forge. That's a nice color. Let that one cool off and stick the next one in. Get that locked in there, nice and tight. That one looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Throw that in there. Let her heat up. Stick that back in my oil and get warm. Some oil going on. Nice and hot. All I use to heat up my my quench oil, I just went down to my local hardware store, picked up myself a piece of mild steel round stock. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, you know, sheet metal, something, just so you can heat up your oil so that it's a nice temperature. Right now we're running at about maybe 25, 30 degrees out here. It's a cold one today, so can't have that on my grill. Wow, that's hot. You'll just have a bad day altogether if you quench too cold. Sure this is the most I've ever talked on any of my videos, so bear with me. I'm sorry if it's annoying, but I figured I wanted to do a nice long video and give you guys a show at the process. I know I'm not really in the scene, I'm not really part of the video. First time you put it in, you want it to have a nice bright glow. Bright orange, really bright, bring it out, let it cool down to ambient temperature, which should be about 68 degrees, give or take. You know, you can probably do it a little bit warmer than that, stick it back in. I got a nice run going on. I think I have 9 blades I'm doing, 8 blades, something like that right now. You want to make sure your tip doesn't get too hot, otherwise it'll make it brittle. Also, your best friend, get yourself a nice digital thermometer so that you can make sure your temperatures are spot on. This is not, you know, this isn't a plug or anything. It's not an advertisement. Just get yourself a nice thermometer. I don't even know what brand this is. Longer on that one. I'll pull it. I think we're about there. Oh, come on. Come on. If you're expected to keep any hair on your arms, don't. I've lost a fair share of hair off my arms. I've burnt myself a few times. My buddies tell me you ain't a real bladesmith until you burn yourself once or twice. Try to avoid it at all costs, but it happens. Alright, I think she's ready to pull. Come on. Could have gone a little bit longer on that. I'm going to put it back in for a moment. Love getting a little toasty there. Probably go a little bit warmer. Still learning it. All right, let's pull that. Next one in. Could have gone a little bit brighter, but that's actually pretty bright, as you can see. We'll let that cool off. While you do this, you can also, you know, see if you have any warps, any bends, take them out while it's still hot. Well, I'm going to stop here now. I'm recording. I'll bring you guys back when I do some quenching. Alright, this has been Thor from Hellheim's Toy Shop. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye. Alright, we're about ready to quench. I got my thermostat here. As you can see. Check our temps. Go a little bit hotter on that. Not much. splicing motion, not back and forth. You can cause a warp. And a quench. I don't normally quench the tang so it's soft so it doesn't snap on you if you go to use it for anything. So that one's all set. Got to put the next one in. All right, about to pull another one out. Quench. Check our temps here. Golden. Perfect. Next one. Going in. All right. And we'll see what happens. All right. We're at the next one. Check this one. Taps. Let it cool off a little bit. It's a little more. All right, golden. Now with 52100, you want it to be at about 1500 degrees when you quench. Golden. On to the next one. Getting everything prepped for Birka in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's going to be the end of January. If you guys want to check out our wares, I'll be there at a booth with Old World Ironworks and another bladesmith. Come check out our work. Check our temps. Mostly spicy. Cool her off a little bit before we quench. Still spicy. There we go. Get the next one in. Now we're cooking. Let's pull another one. This one looks hot. Oh no. she's warm. Put it down a little bit. That's good. If you're wondering why I'm dunking so deep, I accidentally spilled half my quench oil. So, that's that. Next one in. So if you get into bladesmithing, what you want to do is make sure you get a timestamp on everything you do. You know, do a time study. Make sure you keep track of everything if you plan to sell any of these blades. Because I wasn't, and I was vastly undercharging for my blades. So keep a timestamp on every single thing you do. You'll be happy in the long run. See you in the next video.